family? What's going on? Tap in, tap in, tap in. Tap in, tap in. Grand Rising, Rich Rolling. Rich Rising, Rich Rolling. All that. DJ Slim in the building. Make sure y'all go follow DJ Slim. Got some shit that's about to drop. Tap in though, y'all. Tap in. Free beans. Live from South Florida. Free beans. Tap in. I was trying to get the brother on the. He said we was on debate at 12. I guess he got busy. But anyway, I can still drop some beans for the folks. Can y'all hear me clear? They said this is supposed to be like a sound draining. You ain't supposed to hear nothing in the background. I want to make sure y'all can hear me before I go into my spiel. We good? Okay. Again, this is just it was supposed to be a debate with me and someone else, but I guess he's busy right now. We hear all the back. That's what I figured. Hold on. That's what I figured. I wanted to sit outside and talk to y'all. Wanted to sit outside and talk. It's cool. Alright. Was on the B-Day Sunday class. Can you tell us how to endorse the bill? Nah, you gotta go study, brother. Gotta go study. That's how you endorse the bill. Billy gotta read the Bill of Exchange. Bill of Exchange Act. Definitely gonna read the Bill of Exchange Act. Please don't just send that in either. I hope for y'all that did come to my B-Day class, nobody in that class should be sending nothing. Like it was not one document shown. I hope and pray nobody has started sending things off from that Sunday class that we just had. Because that was a beginner course. Like, nobody shouldn't even be thinking about sending nothing off. You know what I'm saying? You just keep paying the bill normal. Just keep building up on your info, brother. Because I'm trying to tell you, you're going to start to play this game. Man, I'm trying to tell you, it ain't going to be as sweet as you think it is. Like, I promise you, like, just ask those that's ahead of you. Just ask those. And what I mean by ahead of you, just ask those that have sent things in and they're kind of stuck like, damn, what do I do now? Trust me, you don't want to be in that situation. Definitely want to learn from those ahead of you. And if you don't know that there's those ahead of you, I'm here to let you know. There are those ahead of you that literally have done or probably have the same mindset. Now, granted, I could be totally wrong. You probably just asking that just to beef up your researching and stuff like that. Hopefully, but if you're trying to this is for anybody. If you're trying to send things off and you just got out of class just because somebody told you something, yeah, if you're asking how to endorse, you damn sure ain't ready. But how do you endorse a bill? It's basically in the Bill of Exchange Act. It talks about endorsement. Okay, it tells you what a unconditional order is. It also tells you what a bill is. Yeah, y'all don't say nothing in. Now, granted, if you want to, like I say, trial and error, because y'all gotta remember, I gotta speak to two different types of people when I'm speaking. Don't allow me to limit you. I'm just letting y'all know. Don't try none of this without having the proper knowledge. Okay? Now, granted, if you want to send shit in just to see, you feel me? Because granted, we all have that, man, I just want to see what they gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'm just make sure you have money set to the side to keep paying the bill. Don't go cold turkey on these folks like, yo, I'm not paying y'all nothing. I just read the HJR 192. Do you know HJR 1? Trust me, they don't give a fuck about none of that. So Again, if you want to test it, just send an endorsed bill in. Just send it in. See what they say. They gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you may just fee loop, even though I say you can never loop and remedy. But hell, I ain't never seen it, but I would love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I love to hear it, but I don't think it's gonna fall like that. But yeah, go ahead and send it in. You want some more? You want some more practice? Go into a dealership. Go down to a dealership. Go down and sit down in the dealership and just talk to a salesman. Just talk about the laws. Don't say anything about I'm gonna sue you guys. Don't say nothing about discrimination. Don't say none of that. Those are fighting words. Just sit down with them, say, hey, it's my first time getting a vehicle. I want to make sure I'm doing everything correct under a consumer credit transaction. Any way we can go in the back and have a conversation. And like, yeah, what kind of car are you looking for? Oh, yeah, I see a car that I like. But before we get to that, I want to make sure I know everything about the contract. This is my first time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get repoed. I want to know everything. I want to understand everything. I want to have proper disclosures, okay, before we move forward. But I do see a vehicle on this property that I would like. But can we sit down and have a conversation with him? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't have in mind like, oh, I'm going in, leaving with the car. No, just go down and have a conversation. Get familiar. Get your feet wet. So when I be like, get in the field, that's the field I'm talking about. Getting in the field is like you going in the field, going to the dealerships, going into banks, sitting down with them. You know what I'm saying? Not with the necessary goal of getting something like material-wise. You're going there to get information. You know what I'm saying? You're going there to pull information from them. You know what I'm saying? You're going there to get information for yourself. Like, oh, okay, so they are under this. Damn, he said that they was going to say this. Oh, damn, he said that they was under this. Damn, wow, I'm reading all this, but when I say this, they're saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. But they just literally said they're under the FDIC. This dealership literally just said they're under the Truth in Lending Act. So if you guys are under the Truth in Lending Act, don't get in there arguing though. You feel me? Like have some type of civics about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be civil. Going there with the notion of you don't know anything. You're there to see. And when they say something, that's when you say, okay, well, I was reading and it said this. Can you kind of explain to me what this is? Because 15 U.S.C. 1605 states that the finance charge is the sum of all charges. So would that exclude a down payment? Would I still have to give you guys a down payment if the finance charge includes all charges and it can't be comparable with cash transactions? So is Congress saying that I'm not supposed to give you a cash advance or a down payment because the finance charge covers all that? Can you answer that for me? You know what I'm saying? Like you in there you're negotiating. He don't even know you're negotiating. You know what I'm saying? You're negotiating. Yeah, come in peace. And I apologize for having folks feeling like they motherfucking warriors going to them damn dealership, man. Them folks looking at y'all like toy soldiers. All right? Looking at y'all like toy soldiers. Now, if you going in there with the point of let me get in there and get some information, you know what I'm saying? All right, let me go home and work on something. All right, I'm going to go back tomorrow. Go to a different dealership. Bam, boom, boom, boom. That person that's hitting the field, you feel me? They're getting their feet wet. They are getting experience. Okay? Now, once they get the experience, when they get in there talking like, okay, well, do you guys have a department I can send my documents to so I can... You see what I'm saying? Like, what is your finance department? I would like to move forward with this credit transaction. As long as you guys are in truthful lending and we have an overstanding, I'll have instructions attached to the contract. And when we get to that point, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page before I extend my my asset to you and you extend it back to me. Okay, I just want to make sure we have that dialogue overstood. Don't go in there saying, is it true that you guys are supposed to pay the bill? Is it true that you guys are supposed to... Man, don't say none of that shit. Just go in there like, man, just go in there on some goofy shit. Just, hey, this is my first time ever getting a car. My dad told me he doesn't know much about cars either. He just want me to come in here and sit down. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, so, look, I'm putting my trust in you. I'm just trying not to get messed over. I'm hearing a lot of dealerships, and so you heard about that Santander class lawsuit with the repos. Yeah, man, I ain't trying to get into nothing like that. I'm not trying to get into nothing like that. I'm trying to make sure I'm able to make every payment every month. You know what? Just say shit. Just say you know what I'm saying? So anyway, you can sit down with me, Roger. I'm sorry I always use names, y'all. And granted, I don't know none of these fucking people. I just got to use names because I'm like a visual person. So we're going to use Roger. Roger is the salesman. So I'm sitting down, Roger. I'm just letting Roger, hey, bam, 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 boom, boom, boom. Now, Roger is not just going to say, you know what? You are right. You know, you're right. I see what you're saying. And you know what? Yeah, you're right. You don't got to put down payment. Man, Roger don't have the ability to do that. You know what I'm saying? Roger don't know Nathan, okay? Nada. Roger don't know shit. You feel me? So, again, you're not going in a combative like, hey, you guys on the truth lending, I'm extending your credit, you better give it back to me or I'm suing. You don't even know how to fucking sue. All Roger gonna do is say, well, ma'am, I don't know what to tell you, because he don't know what to tell you. Are there specific books? Nah, it's to use the internet. You don't need no book. Just type in HJR 192. Read the first link, then back out. Read the next link, back out. Read the next link, back out. Read the next link. Then you get all the way down to the Google search, hit next. And by that time you hit the next page, you should have an overstanding that, damn, all the HJR 192 is the same fucking thing. Bam! This shit is Googleable. Yeah, Roger ain't got no authority. So once you overstand Roger don't have no authority, you have to find out, okay, what's the authority over Roger? Roger, who's above you, Roger? Who? Because I understand you don't overstand with this stuff. Matter of fact, don't even say that. I apologize, yo. Don't say that. Don't say that he doesn't understand, that he's incompetent. Please don't say that, because you gotta remember we're dealing with humans. And as soon as you say it to a human, they're like, the fuck? You mean I don't understand? Motherfucker, I've been selling cars for 30 goddamn years. What you mean I don't? So let's stay away from that. Let's try to stay away from those type words. You know what I'm saying? Let's say things like, okay, Roger, I understand. Is there anyone else that could probably give me like some further information? You know what I'm saying? Like probe a little bit. You feel me? You gotta probe in there for all my call reps. You gotta probe a little bit. You feel me? You know when them old folks call you and they say, hey, my phone don't work. And you gotta ask probing questions like, okay, Mr. Franklin, what's wrong with your phone, sir? I don't know what's wrong with the phone. It's just acting stupid. Like that's telling me anything. You know, it's real generic. So you gotta ask probing questions like, Mr. Franklin, what is it doing? Is the phone cutting on? Can you hear? Can you type? It's doing the same thing as these dealerships, okay? Letting them action them. Okay, Roger, I see that you say that the interest, the 15 USC 1605, because we just read it. You see what I'm saying? And we're going to, can we basically, is there another department, like I can speak about this? Again, Roger, you're wonderful. I want you to be my salesman. Is there anyone else that like, do you have like a higher level that can kind of listen in on this? I just want to make sure I'm doing everything correctly, okay? I want to make sure I'm doing everything by the contract. This is my first time, Roger, so excuse me if I'm being nervous, if I'm overly asking questions. I apologize, but it just, man, debt has really ruined my family, man. I just don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Come beef it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But debt has really ruined my family. And you know, and it's due because we don't read contracts, Your Honor. You know what I'm saying? Not Your Honor, but Roger. And you know, Roger, I really just want to understand contract, Roger, and that's all. So, is there anybody sound real sincere with the shit? You feel me? You gotta be real sincere. Don't call him acting or talk to him like you know what's going on. You're trying to come in peace in a way of asking for help. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna be like, okay, they don't know what the fuck's going on. They're asking great questions. So yeah, let me go ahead and send them, because you're not being combative. So he can't be like, hey man, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? You being combative, like, hey, I came here to get a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, granted, you might not leave with a car, but you're just in there. You just in there to get intel. Then you gonna leave, go back home. Yeah, they love that. Go leave and go home. Just go in there and tell them some bullshit. Tell them you got a fucking 750 credit score. Goddamn, you got great credit, cars in good standing. You just never got a car before because you were scared. You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell him all this before he runs anything. So now he's like, okay, 700, 750, 800, okay. Shit. How much you make a month? How much you make a month? And you just tell him some shit. I make 10,000 a month, 15,000. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can work with you. We can work with you. Now, what was you saying again about that contract? You know what I'm saying? And now you got them. They don't go in there talking about something. You guys run this. You supposed to do this. Don't go in there telling them folks what they supposed to damn do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be talking to them anyway. You ain't supposed to be talking to them anyway. But in a nutshell, yeah, I'm gonna have something in Florida. Oh yeah, I got the beginner course from this last Sunday. It's available. That recording is $100. Okay, so if you want that 8-hour course, it's $100. Okay, it's $100 for the lifetime recording. All right, record it, pass it down to your kids. You feel me? It's a great genesis of consumer law for you. It's a great beginning point, start point. But yeah, y'all. And I was saying that for those that want to go on the field. Now, if you're not comfortable enough to go on the field, you don't know what to ask, stay home. Stay home. Okay? Stay home, study your shit up. Then go into a dealership. Go into a big boy dealership, man. No. Let me stop saying that. You go into any dealership, y'all. Go into any dealership. It doesn't matter what dealership you go to. Again, write down some questions that you want to ask. Okay, go in there, like say, hey, I'm here to get a vehicle, but before I do that, I just want to be able to sit down with somebody so they can kind of tell me how the process goes. I'm new to this. No one in my family ever financed anything before. So is there any way we can really have a talk and kind of chop things down? I got plenty of time today, so I plan on being here for quite some time. So no rush. But I just want to be able to sit down and talk with somebody about the contract moving forward and doing business with you guys. You know what I'm saying? You just say some bullshit. I've been seeing you guys ratings. You guys got amazing ratings, and I want to be a part of the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why I'm able to do that, y'all, I used to lie so much on my damn interviews. Like, I used to lie on my resumes and say, yes, I've been doing this for 5 years. I get into they'd be like, why do you want to work for us? I'd just be like, well, you know, I've been seeing you guys. I know a few guys that work for your company, and and they're doing good. They're making good money. You know, they're providing for their families, and I see it like that. I want that. So I said, hey, where you guys working at? So I'm here to sign up. I want to be a part of the family. I want to be a part of the team. I look for this to be a long-term relationships. You know what I'm saying? Just give them shit, y'all. Just tell them some shit. Y'all, a lot of y'all like brown nose in any damn way. You know what I'm saying? Brown nose for your use, for your betterment. Oh yeah, you can receive recent credit. Those credits don't go anywhere. Credits just don't disappear. So hell yeah, you can go get all credits back. They just sitting waiting for you. In the Sister K-Vi Act, they say it's just sitting waiting for the persons or persons to come back and revest themselves and reclaim their tenements from the reversioners. Y'all know them acts. What about a trade-in? Hell nah, I ain't trade shit in. I ain't trade a motherfucking thing in. I'm about to get the money back for that car right there. So meaning don't go get a new car. Just worry about the car you got now. If you finance it and you don't pay that thing off, you still got work you got to do. Unless you don't want all your money back. You know what I'm saying? Unless you bought that thing off Craigslist. It was cash car or something like that. But if you finance that thing, don't even think about getting no new car. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks thinking like, oh, I'm about to get something new. I ain't worried about this. Trust me, focus on what you have now, because it's harder to get something using consumer law than it is to take something that you already are in. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's definitely... Oh, Toyota, man, you better go... What? Act like I'm your daddy. Girl, you better tear their ass up. What? You better go tear their ass up. Hell yeah, when the lease is up, guess what they come ask you? Hey, would you like to renew? Well, y'all think refinancing comes in. You redoing this shit all over again. They running your shit twice. Again. They just lining your ass up, slapping this, cracking that whip on your back. Oh, refinance. Anytime you hear that word just put tard after it, because they treat you like you retarded. They reworking your ass. They re-rocking your ass. For all the trappers, they re-rocking. Every time you hear the word refinances, they re-rocking the deal. You know what I'm saying? It's the biggest, they been trapping. Trapping the legal way. They've been trapping negotiable instruments. Hell yeah, you can do a Toyota. Like, what? Yes, you can do a Toyota. Don't matter if that motherfucker got 3 wheels on it. That motherfucker got 1 light. It look like this. Hell yeah, go get your money back. Go get your money back. Because the money wasn't from the damn car. The car was just a perk. That's what a lot of folks fail to realize. The car was just a perk. Do you not know what you were given? You gave them an asset and they pay you an interest every month. They're paying you. Why you think your bills are in positive? For all y'all that's paying car notes, all your bills are in positive, meaning they're paying you for using your shit. For all the trappers, you know what I'm talking about. As far as a plug, man, you might not be a plug, you might be a runner, I don't know. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you from both sides. The plug fronts the work because the runner don't have the money to get the work, right? Because the runner is broke. So the bank is the runner. The bank is broke. All right, the bank needs to borrow. Okay, runners need to borrow off. When people need a front, they got to borrow. You know what I'm saying? They got to borrow. So since we the plugs, we walk into dealerships, we front them our work. What is our work? Our work is our application that has our first name, last name, social, and then we sign it. We give it to them. They take that application, they put it into a bank account, and they make money off of it every month. And they must pay us in interest. You know what I'm saying? So, if you don't believe me, go read 12 USC 1431. No, it's not going to say they take applications. No, it's not going to say verbatim like that. I'm putting it in layman's terms. Okay, it says the banks have the powers and duties to borrow and also pay interest. So for everybody that's paying interest, worry about your APR rating. Forget about it. That's not for you to pay. The bank is supposed to pay that. So back to the trapper's analogy. The plug is us. We walk to the banks. We front them work. We walk out. We leave. Okay, and we expect our money due every first of the month, but they don't flip it. Instead, we give them the work, we leave, and then they switch the script on us. They make it seem like they the plug and we the borrowers. That never happened. You see what I'm saying? But you can do that when folks don't know what's going on. All right, you can do that when folks are worried about fucking credit scores. All right, you can do that when folks is worried about leveraging fucking credit. If you focusing on leveraging credit, why the fuck you ain't leveraging your laws? Leverage your laws. Fuck leveraging the credit. Now, I might be the only person on this platform that will ever say some shit like that, y'all. Now, granted, so many people are making money off teaching credit leverage. Now, granted, it's probably helping folks in certain ways, but I'm just letting you know there's another level to it. And since it's really being kept a secret, I'm here to be vocal about it, okay? It's 2022. I'm here to be vocal about it, all right? What's the purpose of leveraging credit when you have laws that supersedes a fucking credit score? What are we talking about? The fuck are we talking about? That whole scenario I did with Roger, that whole conversation is built up to lead to using contract law. Even though I just tell him, yo, I got an 850 credit score, just so he can, oh, damn, okay, man, yeah, let me work with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got Gap too. Yeah, all that shit was included. If you paying insurance on your car, it was supposed to be included in your finance charge. If you don't believe me, go read 15 USC 1605. Read it all the way down to it say everything that's included in the finance charge below. It's literally gonna tell you life insurance, health insurance. What's the other one? Life insurance, health insurance. It was another one. And damage to the vehicle. So this information is waiting. This information is waiting to be used. It's been laying right here for us. It's been laying right here for us. It's been laying right on Google for us. It ain't been nowhere. It ain't gonna go nowhere. It's like a damn tree. People been walking past this tree of life all day, every day. You just walk past it. Right by it. We get on these phones every day. You know what I'm saying? This phone can be used as the tree of life because you can use this as information. If you didn't have a phone, you wouldn't even heard me say this shit right now. How else you would have got this information? You know what I'm saying? Now, some folks would never hear this shit because their soul is not attracted to it. That's another thing. In the Bill of Exchange Act, it talks about it talks about operating in good faith. Meaning, if you're not operating in good faith from a good heart, from good intentions, you're not gonna get remedy. That's even in life. You know what I'm saying? You can't be thinking you gaining, but you knowing damn well your progression is coming off of something that's not good to the people. You feel me? You know you scamming, you know you finessing, you know you ain't really giving nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're doing. And only you gotta look at yourself in the mirror every morning. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel that shit. Now you probably getting away with it, but you gotta feel that shit every time you wake up. Like, damn, I gotta help. Another day of scamming people. That shit has an expiration date on your day is coming very fast. And then what? You know what you're gonna have to do? What everybody does? Change your name. You're gonna have to change your name. You're gonna have to change your name. Now, not saying just because you change your name meaning you're running from something. Granted, you're running from something, but not saying you're running from something that you're trying to escape from, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks just try to change their name because their name that got tarnished so bad because they've been scamming. Once you hear that name, like, oh, hell no, I don't know her. I heard a girl that ran off with, you know what I'm saying? So it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all knowing who you following. You know what I'm saying? A lot of questions don't even need to be asked, to be honest with you. You feel me? A lot of questions, pointless questions, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? You can literally go read the information. It's right there for you. If you need help getting direction, you can start from my bottom of my page and work your way up. Okay? I speak about the taxes also. Why do you think they made it a big deal in the Bible when Eve are from the tree of life? I think, and again, fuck it if this makes people not listen to me. I believe the story of Adam and Eve was told, which granted it was just talking about Adam that's evolved. That's all it was. And the evolution only happened because it had to go to the tree of life. So you gotta hear how I'm breaking it down. So again, Adam and Eve. You had Adam, Atom. The Adam is what evolved. The evolution happened. Eve happened, okay? The evolution of Eve happened because she ate from the tree of life, meaning that evolution happened because that information happened, okay? Eve, evolution got information and that atom evolved. You know what I'm saying? So it's not typically talking about the man came before the woman. That has nothing to do with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Tree of knowledge, not tree of life, but the tree of knowledge. My bad. Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. So that Eve, that evolution gained knowledge. Okay, since that evolution was a part of that Adam was informed with knowledge. So the whole story was she shouldn't have ate from the tree. I'm here to say I'm glad she ate from the damn tree, if that's how folks want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? No, CPNs is a waste of fucking time. CPNs is a waste of time. All right, people use CPNs because they credit trash or they don't want to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a waste of time. Like, consumer law supersedes CPNs Consumer law supersedes credit score. Consumer law supersedes jail time. Major Woj bomb. Consumer law supersedes, did I say credit leverage, credit score, all that. It supersedes all that. Consumer law supersedes any claim brought against you. That's how you beat cases. Consumer law. That's everything. Cases, bills, life. Knowledge is power. Without no knowledge, one is dead. So imagine if Eve, quote unquote, never ate from the tree of knowledge. Man, what? That's that man telling folks, man, blame the woman, she ate, and that's why we all gotta work. Nobody told you, goofy. Nobody told you, goofy. Nobody told you that. We all thought that. We thought, okay, now we gotta work. Who the fuck told us that? Eve been eating. Like I say, the woman gonna come to the information. The woman gonna come to, now shout out to all my brothers, but the woman gonna come to the information. That's why I say once the woman get empowered, man, she's gonna want more. She's not gonna be able to be deceptive to bumtivities. You know what I'm saying? You know how people fall deceptive to credit card practices. All women ain't gonna fall to bumtivity activity. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna have a higher view. They gonna have a higher overstanding, a higher powerful thing, which means they gonna get themselves out of the situation. A lot of these women are not to the next level because they've settled with something that's 50 levels below them. You know what I'm saying? And it's holding them down so much. You know what I'm saying? And they wondering why they can't get to the next level because the motherfucking dick's so good. You know, which is childish. No, I can't say childish because, you know what I'm saying? Which is young adult-ish. You know, it's young adult-ish. You know what I'm saying? It's young adult-ish. You got to learn how to be lonely. You got to learn how to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you will accept anybody and everybody that say they love you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all just fall as soon as a motherfucker say he love you. Oh my gosh, I never had a dude express his feelings before. What the fuck? Feelings is a 4-letter word. Goddamn love. My bad. I love you. Three worded phrase. I love you. I care for you. And y'all lose y'all wigs. What? Oh my gosh, girl, he's showing emotions. My last 5 guys didn't have no emotions. I bet they didn't. Bet they fucking did. All right, but again, this information. Again, Eve ate from the tree of knowledge. Okay, who gave her that tree of knowledge? Now we about to get deep. Now we about to ruffle some feathers. So for all y'all that's going to Bible study today, I know today is what is today? Friday? Oh, nah, today ain't Bible study. I thought today was Thursday. I was like, no, y'all going to Bible study today on Thursday. All right, but we're gonna have to get a little deep for you. Hope grandma ain't in the building right now, but we gotta go a little deep right now. We gotta go a little deep. All right, so who gave Eve the knowledge? Well, the idea to eat from the tree of knowledge. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let the folks say it because I don't want folks to think I'm just making this shit up. We just doing our investigation right now. Y'all doing investigation all these celebrities' relationships instead of doing what was given. So let's go with it. Who gave Eve the idea to eat from the tree of knowledge? Of all the damn words they could have used, they said tree of knowledge. God said eat from the tree of knowledge. I thought God said don't eat from the tree of knowledge. Yeah, it's Freaky Fridays. Yeah, we gotta get it. Yeah, we gotta get a little scary right now. Yeah, who gave Eve the idea? Thank you. Okay, so let's use that right there. Again, I didn't say it. So let's use that information. Let's get it. Oh snap. That's when all the Illuminati shit started coming. Oh man, he must be a guy. That's when all that shit got. But let's get it. We gotta talk what it is. We gotta talk what it is. Yes, the story goes. We just talking about how the story was given. God created Satan. Bam. Okay. So meaning he created Satan. So don't remove that phrase. God created Satan. Okay. Bam. Who gave Eve the idea to eat from the tree of knowledge? Satan. So again, Satan tells Eve to eat from the tree of knowledge. Man, I don't even really want to say it, man, because it's like, it's kind of, when you kind of think about it, I mean, y'all heard Pastor Troy? Y'all heard fucking Pastor Troy? Vice versa? Man, y'all heard Pastor Troy at the vice versa, y'all. Thank you. God and Satan is the same. Yin, yang. We are all yin, yang. You have a lower self. You have a higher self. It's all about how you looking at it. But a lot of us are viewing our lower selves as our higher selves. You heard Pastor Troy. You heard Pastor Troy. You heard Pastor Troy. What if heaven was hell and vice versa? What if heaven is right here and what you think is heaven is really hell? Now, I don't give a damn how you feel about it. I'm just giving you a perception. Just like your pastor has given you a perception, I'm just giving you a perception. You see what I'm saying? So you got, we're not here to talk about biblical. I'm just here to let you know what the game, what's real. All that is to say, that is all you. That is all you. You are all one. Didn't they say God created everything? Okay, or if you're the living thing that can also create, you are a God. What is a God? G-O-D. Generator, organizer, destroyer. Don't you generate? Don't you organize? Don't you destroy shit? I destroy shit all the time when I get mad. You know, exactly. It's a mindset. I destroy shit all the goddamn time when I get mad. That's why I say I'm a God. They say, well, can you create? Yeah, I can put my penis in a woman and plant that seed. What are you talking about? I can do everything. What can't I do that your God can do? I'll wait. Matter of fact, let's remove me. What can you do that your God, but what can't you do that your God can do? What can you do? Oh, we don't want to ask those questions. We don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Chest start getting heavy. I don't want to get struck down. Or I'll ask the question for you. Let me be your shield, okay? Allow me to be your shield. Put me on your shield. Let them know I'm the one that asks all these questions, okay? Whoever you feel me? I'm here to let you know the God that they're talking about is you, okay? They had to put something outside of yourself so you never look inside of yourself. They had to put something outside of yourself so you never look inside of yourself. Okay? How many of us don't know ourselves? 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 don't really know ourselves because we've learned to like what we have done. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you really got to think about it. You know what I'm saying? If the information is already been sitting right here for us to use, just use it. Just use it. Use it. It's right here. If you don't want it from me, get it from somebody else. If you don't want it from me, get it from somebody else. And brother, that's not my favorite car anymore, brother. You so out the loop. That's not my favorite car anymore. But yeah, we're the guys. We the guys. All right, we are the guys, y'all. We the guys that folks is thinking that's coming to crack the skies. We the only ones that can save ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We the only one that can save ourselves. All right. So with that being said, since you're the only one that can save yourself, nothing that you can pray to. If you ain't praying to yourself and you ain't giving thanks to yourself for doing with everything you done, your position that you have got right now, you need to thank yourself. Yes, there's a power outside of you. Yeah, give thanks to everything that's good. But you also got to remember to give thanks to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to give thanks to yourself. Because think about it. Think about a good-hearted person that give thanks to everybody else. Let's just say a good-hearted person that just always there for other people. Right? That basically stretches themselves. And a lot of folks is probably like that. A lot of folks is probably like that. Like you're always there for other people. You always say, man, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm always getting done wrong. Okay? A lot of folks is doing that in the spirit world or in the spirit realm. Okay? You giving everything outside of yourself credit instead of giving yourself credit. You the one that got your ass up. You the one that went to that job. You the one that took that money, paid that bill. Granted, fuck consumer law, but you did what you felt like you had to do. You know what I'm saying? You did that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody controlled you and did that. You was in control. Okay? This is free will. So all this, I just want to give thanks to, man, I said this like a couple of years ago. I said, man, I wish my wife Man, I wish I would build her a house, do this, do that. And I wish I would hear her say some shit like, I want to give first thanks to Jesus. And man, what? Man, what? She's getting out of there. She got to go. I said, well, tell Jesus to build your house. Tell Jesus to go goddamn get the call the folks I had to call and do the shit I had to go. Tell him to go get your house there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be slapping y'all men in the face. You know what I'm saying? First, I wanted to give thanks to, man, what? That man is breaking his back to keep them bills paid. You know what I'm saying? Breaking his back, and you telling him how he ain't godly enough. Well, see if God paid them bills then. See, don't do nothing. See if God paid them bills. Yeah, don't talk that weak ass shit around me. I had to turn up on the elderly lady one time. She said, well, everything you doing is because of God. I was like, well, I said, no the fuck it ain't, ma'am. She said, oh dear. I said, excuse me, but no the fuck it's not. Okay? I don't know what God you talking about. Unless you talking about the God that's inside of me, that's also inside of you, then yeah, we talking about. But if you talking about, when I look up, you talking about that God? Hell nah. What are you talking about? Hell nah. Sorry to say it. But I done read the Bible 3 times. I was locked down. I read that thing 3 times. First time I read it as a Christian. Second time I read it as a Christian. Third time I read it, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. 12 disciples. This is like 12 guys saying how great one guy is. I'm like, where the fuck is the guy at? Why don't he have his own book? Joel, Matthew, Paul, Luke, talking all this goddamn real shit about this one guy. Where he's at? That's like you going to a school and everybody saying how great this one guy done did. He done did everything for you already. You walk into that motherfucker and he be like, all right, where he at? Man, like, oh, well, he can't come right now. Like, y'all don't talk to him. Y'all don't talk to him. You mean to tell me 12 guys? First of all, the book established in Africa, you know, but you got Paul, Luke, Jacob, John. I don't think you will meet an African named John, Luke, Paul, Peter. Okay, so that's a red flag. So we all understand the names was always changed. Okay, so even the word God, that word God, what were they calling the word? What were they calling the higher power before the letter G was created? Yeah, I respect it, but I had to look at it. My respect is when I looked at it, I said, ma'am, God didn't help with. I said, what did I say? I said something about God didn't help a damn thing. I said something like that. God didn't help shit, man. She said, oh. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, because we gotta set the record straight. Like I say, if the elderly don't want to learn new shit, they gotta move out the way. You know what I'm saying? They gotta do it. We're not here to keep talking. We're here to learn. We're here to dive into. We're here to investigate. You know what I'm saying? We're here to probe. Okay, what the shit that we was given, we clearly see everything that was given us was backwards. So it's on us to rewrite our elders' wrongs. I'm not listening to no elders. What? Only thing I'm listening to them is asking them, okay, how was it when it was going on? What did y'all do? So I know not to do it. Shout outs to you, okay? But a lot of folks is confusing, oh, they paved the way for just them being uninformed. There's a lot of our ancestors that was uninformed. They didn't pave no way. Only way they paved was don't read the contract, find a job, stay low, keep your bills paid. That ain't paving no damn way. Unless you okay with that. Shit, if you okay with that, that ain't paving no way for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Letter J was just created. Goddamn what? Nah, it was created long, like about 500 years ago. So we know the name Jesus ain't got no real weight to it. So then you go to the H, the Y. You know what I'm saying? The Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? The Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, okay, what was the word before the letter? Y was established. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can keep going back all day. That's why I can never just take something like, okay, I know there's something before that, because who was the people that created the letter Y? For you to get Yahshua, what was the letter Y? Meaning, there was a form of communication before words were even words were even spoken. And comes telepathy. You You know what I'm saying? Like, here comes telepathy. So what was the language of telepathy? What was the words used? What was the alphabet of telepathy? Because you had to speak through mind before you spoke through lettering. That's a low form. You know what I'm saying? That's to pass on shit for time after time. But if you can't pass on telepathy, you know what I'm saying? That's like a higher power of thinking. So really think about it. Really think about it. What was the first alphabet letter that was ever established? Was it A? And I don't know these answers, y'all. Exactly. What is the true name? We don't know. That name is forbidden. The name is forbidden. You know what I'm saying? The name that you think is holy and almighty, that name hasn't been spoke of since I don't know when. That name has been removed. Think about it. Why the fuck would they have the name out there? I'll give you an example. For those that don't believe me. For those that's just so tied in. Okay. Let me give you an example. For those that think you know what it is, like who's the richest, I bet a lot of y'all go off the Forbes list. Let me ask you a question. Are there any oil tycoons on the Forbes list? Are the owners of countries on the Forbes list? Y'all, we talking about trillionaires. When I seen Kylie Jenner on Forbes, I was like, oh yeah, this for the quote unquote low people, for the low people that think it's real. Do y'all really think the folks on the Forbes list is really the richest folks? Man, hell no. So if they don't even tell you who the richest folks is because that's private information, why the hell would you think they gonna give you the most valuable word that has value to it? They gave you a word. They gave you Jesus. They gave you God. They gave you Allah. They gave you a word. You know what I'm saying? You had to learn to love it. You had to learn to like it. You had to learn. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if anybody agrees, let's go fact for fact. Please, I'm still learning how to have emotions towards things, so trust me, the emotions aren't going to work. You have to come with facts. And I'm not here to tell you to be an atheist. I'm saying believe in whatever you believe in. Make sure you give yourself credit. I don't care if you believe in the damn tree. Make sure you give yourself some credit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Believe in what you want to believe in, but give yourself some credit. Yeah, exactly. That is definitely the name. That is definitely the name. I am. Something along those lines. I'm sure it was another phrase. You know, phrases always change, but it was always along those lines. Because it starts with you first. You have to accept something first. Meaning, imagine if I'm locked down, right? If I'm not accepting any kind of information ever, I'm locked down. I have to be open to accept information. A lot of us was open to accept certain religions. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us was forced. Me, I didn't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? It was either get up or we was getting our ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? We going to church. You feel me? It wasn't no damn choice for y'all. So for y'all just thinking you had a choice, you didn't have a choice. You was going to get your ass whipped. And I know for me personally, I know I'm speaking for a lot of y'all. You didn't have a choice to tell your mama or your daddy, I ain't going to church today because I don't believe in it. What? Get your ass beat. Just like how they got beat when they was little. So when they grew up, they was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and do what my mama did. Let me go do what my daddy did. My daddy took me to church every Sunday. I'm going to take my church every Sunday. My mama took me to Bible study every Thursday. And 2 days, I'm going to take my kid to Bible study 2 damn Thursdays. I'm not laughing at anyone. I'm laughing with because I grew up in the church. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know all about it. Know all about it. You didn't have a choice. Just how a lot of us didn't have a choice when it was first dropped. Now, understanding it, I'm looking at it like a creditor manual. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is a creditor manual because now I'm looking at it like, damn, I'm reading that shit from a low man's perspective. I was reading that shit like it was a story. And when you read it like a story, you automatically get lost because you automatically start putting pictures in your mind. And once you start putting pictures in your mind, that picture sticks. You already think Adam came first, somehow a rib popped out of him, created a woman, and somehow after that, all kids started coming from the woman. But keep going. You know what I'm saying? We've looked at it like it's literal when it's not literal. You know what I'm saying? It's a creditor's manual. That shit is a creditor's manual. Creditor. You say words like Christ. Christ is the creditor. Who do we give credit to? Christ, quote unquote. Yeah, folks be like, I'm just gonna give it to God. Well, slave, keep giving it to something that don't exist. Okay, keep doing what you've been doing. I'm not gonna leave it to God because it's not God's duties. It's not his or hers objective. I got myself into this. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that signed that motherfucking contract. Nobody was beside me. If he was, why the fuck he didn't tell me what to look for? If he was with me to get the car, why the hell he didn't tell me that this contract was under truth and lending? If God so loved the world, why didn't he tell us about truth and lending? Why? Come on now. Y'all, you know you're soldiers in Christ now. You gotta stand now. Stand up. You know, you gotta stand up now. Y'all remember them groups I was talking about yesterday? I forgot to throw the religion in there. Come on, stand up now. Come on, stand up. Defend. Why didn't the Lord tell you to read the contract? So when I be seeing folks jumping and jeering for a vehicle and they be like, and I only put $5,000 down, or and my APR rate was only bam, bam, bam. I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank God. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. I'm like, damn. You need to go give that back, okay? Because you're literally on the line of being double dipped multiple times. 6 months later, they gonna refinance your ass, okay? And as soon as you pay it off, you gonna jump for joy and say, God did. Shout out to Khaled. But God didn't. Okay, I got to get low with you. You think God did when God didn't. That was you that did that. That was you. I've been talking consumer law, brother. You're not listening. I just said the Bible is a creditor's manual. You lost. You pocket watching. You ask me why I ain't got this, why I ain't got that. Talking about consumer law. You lost. You have no understanding. I can talk accounting right now. You wouldn't know what I'm talking about. I gotta talk about what you understand. You wouldn't know nothing about zeroing out accounts, sending that in, saying establishing yourself as the person aside from the estate. I can't say that shit. That's private information. I can't put it like that. Come on now. I see your comments. I'm trying to give it to you. I'm gonna have them God didn't shirts. But yeah, you started overstanding. You know, so none of that consumer law is gonna be overstood. But I understand that you a God. Understand that you the creditor. That's really what the message was. Basically what I'm saying without saying it. You the God, you the creditor. So that means you have to learn yourself. You have to learn how to live. You gotta learn what you supposed to be here doing. You're not supposed to be here working. You ain't supposed to be here starting business to pay already paid off balances. But you can't get to that point until you understand who you is. Don't believe me, just ask those before you that's already been in consumer law. Ask them if they got remedy yet. No, not laughing at them, but it's because it haven't clicked yet. It haven't clicked. That click couldn't be today, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That click could have been happened, but a person didn't understand the click happened and they overstood it. Or they went past it, you know what I'm saying? But every single live I do, I know y'all think it's rambling, because that shit be going over y'all head. I literally be telling you how to do it without telling you. Because in my class, I tell you how to do it. Y'all have no idea. No idea. But yeah, so again, it don't matter which group you're in, Christian, Muslim, Freemason, Illuminati, boys group, girls group, boys scout, girls scout. No matter which group you in, consumer law is definitely what needs to be brought to the forefront of the group, because if you're not learning contracting and things like that in your group, everything you're learning is kind of deviating around the real problem. And I'm not saying what you're learning is trash. All I'm saying is you can add to it. So it don't matter which group you in, meaning Christian, Muslim, learn contracting and bring it to the forefronts of your groups. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, I think have anybody learned about consumer law? I think we can add it to our lodge, our mosque, our chapter, our, you know what I'm saying, our set. You know what I'm saying, for the gangbangers. You know what I'm saying? All day. Let me go over the contract with the set. You know what I'm saying, y'all? We need to start doing contracts so we can get out these bills. We ain't got to worry about no bills. You know what I'm saying? Granted, you may get laughed at, so it's best to kind of go into your bubble and learn it yourself and do it, because people are going to ask you like, well, until you start doing it, I'll listen. You can't just hear folks that's doing it go run to folks and say, yeah, this is real. They're going to be like, all right, bet, go do it. That's your time to shine, your time to perform. All right, bet, I'm about to go do it. And then, bam, then what? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's all state. I know folks that literally use the Bible and got out their bills. I heard about it last year. No, I heard about it a year and a half ago, but I didn't have no information on it. I'm like, who the fuck using the Bible to get out their bills? Lo and behold. It brought me right back to the motherfucking Bible that I done read 3 times with the wrong motherfucker, wrong perception. You know, it says forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. What the hell is a debtor? A borrower, the banks. Meaning we got to forgive the banks so the banks can forgive us. And comes the 1099. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit go hand in hand. That shit go hand in hand. It literally telling you got to forgive the debtor. So on the 1099, would it say, does the debtor have to repay it back? I leave that shit blank. That's me forgiving the debtor. Because debtor ain't got to repay it back. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of folks would rather stick it to them. You know, I want them to pay it back. They've been taken from me. All right, you're not forgiving your debt. You're not forgiving your debtor. You're the creditor. You got to forgive your debtor to forgive the debt. You know what I'm saying? 1099C, cancellation of debts. You have to cancel the debt out to have your debt canceled. Shit work hand in hand. That's why I started off with the Bible. It's free beans. Free beans. Like I say, you got 3 types of people. You got folks that are like rocks. You got folks that's good soil. And you got folks that are like water. Folks that are like rocks, you tell them something, it just drop right off of them. That seed don't get planted. You know what I'm saying? After that, you got folks that are like water, meaning that seed drops in the water. It takes a little time to get to the bottom for that plant to grow. And you got some people that's like good soil, meaning that I can drop a bean and that flower instantly start growing. That seed instantly start growing because it's good soil. 3 types of people: rock, good soil, and water. You know what I'm saying? You got to have good soil to plant the seed. You know what I'm saying? Seeds don't just grow in water. Seeds got to drop all the way down past the water to get to the good soil, plant, and then grow. You know what I'm saying? So always make sure, if you're not going to be water, definitely want to be goddamn good soil. Just take all information in. Don't ask no questions. You know what I'm saying? Just take the information in. Get off here and go Google everything I just said to see if I'm lying. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's really the only real questions folks should be asking. All the other questions, just like, to me, it's like pocket watching. It's like asking, well, brother, what you got? You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of folks be new, but you know what I'm saying? If we have a bill in our business name, does it work the same way? As the control of the business, we endorse it the same. Now, if you have your social attached to that business, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I would.